Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Dawson Field inside the Dr. Margaret Downing Softball Complex on the beautiful campus of Southern Arkansas University for today's Great American Conference opener between the East Central Tigers and your Southern Arkansas University Muleriders. Fans, Southern Arkansas is a proud member of the Great American Conference and the NCAA. As members of the Great American Conference, Southern Arkansas adheres to the sportsmanship policy of the Great American Conference. In that, we encourage and promote sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the site of competition. Fans, at this time, I would like to announce the starting lineups, which are delivered to you by Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza provider of the Muleriders. If you're hungry after the game, call Domino's Pizza at 234-4141 for pickup or delivery. First, the starting lineups for the visiting Tigers. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 1, Elise LeClaire. Batting second, playing third base, number 8, Megan Lesko. Batting third, number 22, playing first base, Kaiten Muncie. Batting fourth, number 44, the designated player, J.C. Power. Batting fifth, playing catcher, number 14, Jamie Watson. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 5, Zoe Acosta. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 9, Gabby Quintanilla. Batting eighth in left field, number 12, McKinley Facey. And in center field, number 15, Josie Goodman. The Tigers are coached by Destiny Anderson, and she is assisted by Amber Good, Tyler Trott, and J.C. Kivett. Now the starters for your Southern Arkansas University Muleriders. Leading off, the designated player, number 65, Reagan Dillon. Batting second, number 14 at second base, Cameron Moctezuma. Batting third, the catcher, number 23, Haley Nealon. Batting fourth at third base, number 5, Gracie King. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 18, Jenna Huey. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 7, Cassidy Lear. Batting seventh in right field, number 10, Bella Angelo. Batting eighth in left field, number 26, Mackenzie Baldwin. Batting ninth in center field, number 3, Ariana Roll. The Muleriders are coached by Jason Anderson. His assistants are Mandy Jordan, Molly Carter, and Kristen Knowlton. Ooh, yeah. Today's starting lineups have been brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza provider of the Muleriders. Fans, at this time, will you please stand and remove all headgear as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Series. We were just a couple moments away from getting this one started. Game 1 of this 3-game set. They'll play a doubleheader tomorrow beginning at noon.
In the circle for Southern Arkansas, the right-handed pitcher, number 13, Sydney Ward, and her battery partner, number 23, Haley Nealon.
That's public address announcer Jonathan Briggs giving the starting battery for Southern Arkansas here in Game 1. Sydney Ward in the circle. for the Muleriders.
Leading off for East Central in the first inning, the shortstop, number 1, Elise Leclerc.
Number 23, Haley Nillen. And Elise Leclerc will get things started for the Tigers here in the top of the first inning. Here momentarily we'll go through the defense for the Muleriders as the first pitch misses out for ball 1. At the hot corner, a familiar face for Mulerider fans, number 5, Gracie King. At shortstop, number 7, Cassidy Lear. At second is Cameron Moctezuma. And at first base is Jenna Huey, as the second pitch from Ward is in there for strike 1. So a 1-1 count to the leadoff batter, Elise Leclerc. She's the top hitter in terms of average for this Tiger squad, which enters at 7-6 on the season. She swings through that pitch. Down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ward, who enters with a 2.55 ERA. She's 3-1 in her final season as a Mulerider. 7th start of the year. She's tossed 35 in the 3rd innings. As could not get Leclerc to chase at that. Count leaving at 2-2. Again, more on Ward. 28 strikeouts, 20 walks, 14 runs have crossed against her, 10 of which were earned. Opponents hitting just 205 off of the right-hander. The 2-2 pitch inside gets Leclerc to chase, and she's down on strikes.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Megan Lesko.
Lesko steps in, hitting .317. This season. That pitch misses for ball 1. Let's go one at a time. She's not granted it as the 1-0 pitch, finds the outside corner for strike 1. And now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. First pitch to Lesko was a ball. She's looked at the last 2 for called strikes as Ward looks down at her left wrist. Defense readies behind her. That's going to be hit softly over to Moctezuma. The left-handed second baseman quickly turns on it, fires over to Huey at first, and 2 gone for the Tigers. They're in the top of the first inning. 4-3 for those of you scoring at home.
Now batting at first base, number 22, Kaiten Muncie.
The defense for Southern Arkansas: in left field, Mackenzie Baldwin. In center field, Ariana Roll. And in right field, Bella Angelo. The initial offering to Kaiten Muncie misses low for ball 1. Wind blowing at about 11 miles per hour out of the north-northwest. Coming across the field. Looks like it's probably entering just off the left side of the berm. As Muncie turns on that one, that's going to be a long foul ball. Two balls, 1 strike to Muncie. She's hitting .300 in 13 games played. One of 3 Tigers with a dozen or more base hits this season. Ward tried to get Muncie to chase at that 2-1 pitch. She does not. Now Caden's ahead in the count, 3-1. 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. Ward looks at her wrist and delivers. Check swing, and going to be chopped over to Huey. A couple of steps behind her. She steps on first, and that does it for East Central.
For the Tigers in the first, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base.
For East Central in the top of the first inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Southern Arkansas to the plate when we come back. This is Muleriders softball.
In the circle for the Tigers, the right-handed pitcher number 2, Taylor Spence, and her battery partner number 14, Jamie Watson. Leading off for Southern Arkansas in the first inning, the designated player number 65, Reagan Dillon.
Spence and Watson, the starting battery for East Central. Here's the Tigers take to the field defensively for the first time. And first pitch swinging is Reagan Dillon, and she flies that one out to right field. And it's one pitch, one out for the senior right-hander,
now
Taylor
batting
Spence.
the second baseman, number 14, Cameron Moctezuma.
Cameron Moctezuma in the 2-hole. She's hitting .250 this year. 11 hits, 5 have went for extra bases, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs. Had a really good junior season in her first year as a Mulerider last year. She looks at that pitch from Spence on the outer corner for called strike 1. Spence delivers. That pitch misses up. Even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Spence is 4-2 on the season. She's making her 8th appearance for the Tigers, 6th in a starting role. She's went the distance 4 times. That pitch misses for ball 2. "19 strikeouts to 15 walks. Opponents are hitting .217 against her. And now Moctezuma, count favors her at 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 away after leadoff batter Reagan Dillon flew out to right field. "3-1 pitch from Spence. That's going to be hit the other way, and it's going to get down right in front of the left fielder out there for the Tigers. That's McKinley Fiesel. And Moctezuma's on with a 1-out single.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Haley Nealon.
Nealon steps in for Southern Arkansas, batting in that 3-hole. Senior hitting .382 this season. One of 4 Muleriders in today's lineup with at least 11 hits. She's got 13. 4 2-baggers and a pair of round trippers. And she's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Looks at that pitch from Spence. Inside part of the plate. Called a strike by the home plate umpire. Moctezuma's at first. King cleanup hitter. She's on deck. Just one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Southern Arkansas looking to strike early. That pitch across at the knees for strike 2. No one fouls that pitch off. Millen has worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's Moctezuma at first base. She reached on a single out into left field. That was her 12th hit of the campaign. Spence delivers. Rise ball swung on by Millen. It's going to be popped up out into shallow right center field. Coming in quickly is the center fielder Josie Goodman for out number 2. Obviously,
now batting the third baseman, number 5, Gracie King.
And now King digs in from the right side with 2 gone and a runner on. First pitch to King in the zone for strike 1. Wind's not blowing nearly as quickly as it was during pregame BP. That pitch misses up. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike to Gracie King. Senior in the 4 spot, 9 hits this season. Over half for extra bases, 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. That one's popped up on the infield over to the left side. Third baseman's there, and Olesko's got it for out number 3. So P5 retires King. It'll leave Moctezuma at first, and for Southern Arkansas
in the bottom of the first, there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base.
And Jonathan said it best, 0-1-0-1 for Southern Arkansas as we head to the second. This is Muleriders softball.
Leading off for the Tigers in the second, the designated player number 44, J.C. Power.
Power, the designated player, the first in the box for East Central as we play up into the top of the second inning. First pitch from Sydney Ward misses out for ball 1. Good things happening in Ada for Murrider baseball. Top 7 in that series opener. Muleriders up 17-2. That one's hit softly on a line. Huey's there. She's going to step on first. Didn't need to. On the soft L3 for out number 1 for Ward and company.
Now batting the catcher number 14, Jamie Watson.
Now Jamie Watson will step in. First pitch to Watson is a ball. Watson hitting .321 this season. She's making her 10th start. She's got 9 hits, 2 doubles, 2 triples, or excuse me, 2 doubles and 2 home runs. She fouls that one off into the net for strike 1. She leads the team in RBI with 10. Let's go playing the hot corner for the Tigers. She's in the 2-hole. She's got 8 RBI. Kaden Muncie and Zoe Acosta each with 6. As that one's fouled off again back into the netting. And it's going to be a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Jamie Watson. Batting in that 5th spot, handling the catching duties for East Central here in game 1. Ward looks into the dugout, then down to the left wrist. And delivers. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase in the outside corner for a swinging strikeout. And that's 2 gone.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Zoe Acosta.
Top second action. 2 outs. 2 quick outs. Soft L3 to Huey at first. Ward delivers a punch out, and she goes back to that outer corner for a called strike 1. Tell you, when she's in a groove, Sydney Ward, just a really good pitcher, fun pitcher to watch operate in the circle. That one gets just under the diving glove of Lear at shortstop, and that's going to be a 2-out single up the middle for the Tigers.
Now batting the second baseman, number 9, Gabby Quintanilla.
So contact up the middle allows Acosta to reach first base. She's on with a 2-out single. And now Ward, work around a base runner here in the top of the second inning. First pitch to Quintanilla, called strike. The 0-1 pitch from Ward, that misses low. Central doesn't appear to be much of a threat to steal a bag. In the starting lineup this afternoon, Goodman and LeClaire are the only ones that have successfully stolen a bag. Lesko attempted but was caught stealing. One ball, 2 strikes to Quintanilla. The pitch from Ward. Too far out for ball 2. Couldn't have asked for a better day for softball, especially in late February in South Arkansas. Beautiful weather, 70, sunny, and a nice good breeze. In fact, jackets need to be worn out there. That one's fouled sharply over to the right side. Good hands there from pitching coach Mandy Jordan. Played it off the net. I'd say flashed the leather, but barehanded it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out with a runner on. Ward delivers. That pitch misses out as well. Could not get Quintanilla to offer up at it. And the count's going to run full 3-2. Nice little crowd on hand. Good student population out. Berm starting to fill up nicely. And that pitch misses up and in, and Ward is walked. Quintanilla, and that'll put him at first and second for Fiesel.
Now batting in left field, number 12, McKinley Fiesel.
Fiesel hitting .276, making her 11th start of the season. She's got 8 hits, just 1 for extra bases. That's a double. Contact right here, pending where, will most likely provide the game's first run. She swings through that offering. Down in the count, no balls, 1 strike. So it's Acosta at second, Quintanilla at first base. Fiesel handles the bat at the plate. That pitch just misses. Not a bad spot there from Ward, especially on an 0-1 offering. Wind looks like it might be shifting just slightly, a little bit more so blowing in rather than across. Gust every now and then. 1-1 pitch from Ward. That one's fouled over, and another good play there by Coach Jordan. She's turned in a pretty impressive highlight reel of her own here early in this home opener. She'll have an even bigger grin on her face here if Ward can get out of this little mini jam. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away, 2 on. And the pitch, that one's hit over to Huey. She fields it cleanly, and Ward escapes as the Tigers strand 2 base runners in the top of the second inning.
In the top of the second, there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Leading off for Southern Arkansas in the second, the first baseman, number 18, Jenna Huey.
Huey digs in to face Taylor Spence as the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second inning. Scoreless in Magnolia here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Huey offers up a big hack there, comes away empty, down in the count 0-1. It'll be Huey, Lear, and Angelo up for Southern Arkansas. 5, 6, 7 spots in 10th year head coach Jason Anderson's home opening lineup. Spence pitch misses. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. 54th meeting all time between these two clubs. In fact, East Central and Southern Arkansas first met back in 1999. That was the inaugural year of Southern Arkansas's program, as Huey swings at that one out into shallow right center field. And again, coming in showing good speed is Josie Goodman for out number 1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Cassidy Lear.
Now Cassidy Lear steps in with 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Spence working her way through the Southern Arkansas order. Pitch misses out for ball 1. Lear's the shortstop, making her 14th start. She's hitting .333. She's got a dozen hits. That's tied for third most after Moctezuma's base knock back in the first inning. She's got a double, a triple, 4 RBI. And she's ahead in the count here against Taylor Spence. 2 balls and no strikes. Lear contact out to center field. Goodman a couple of steps in and then a couple back to her left. And she's got it to retire Lear on the F8.
Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Bella Angelo.
The right fielder, Bella Angelo, steps in for Southern Arkansas with 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. Spence delivers. That's a good pitch. Might even be a better frame there from Watson. Framed it up nicely there on the outer black. The 0-1 pitch, that's swung on. That's going to drift foul. Maybe a play on it at the fence in foul territory. Great effort out there by the left fielder, McKinley Feasel. Could have let it just go, but a great effort by Feasel. Nearly came away with an out. It's going to be gonna have Angelo back in the box. One ball, 2 strikes to Angelo. Two outs here in the bottom of the second inning. That one's fouled off. Angelo digs back in. And a good leave there on the rise pitch. Angelo leaves that up as it drifted out of the zone by the time it got to Watson's mitt. If Angelo can reach, Mackenzie Baldwin will have her first at bat this afternoon. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and again fouled off back into the netting. As Angelo stays alive in the count, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Spence, that misses out. Good leave by Angelo, and she's worked herself back into a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away with nobody on. Spence reaches back into the circle, grabs some more rosin. This is at the left wrist. Delivers the full count pitch, and that one's fouled up and out of play. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming here against Bella Angelo. And once again, the full count delivery. And that misses low and in. Might have hit the turf before it got into the mitt. And so that'll bring Baldwin to the plate as Angelo draws a 9-pitch walk.
Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Mackenzie Baldwin.
Mackenzie Baldwin steps in with a base runner to work with here as we are scoreless through an inning and a half. Baldwin's first start of the season. She's in left field, batting in the 9th spot. Big opportunity here for the sophomore. 1-0 pitch. That one's fouled up and out of play. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike with Angelo at first base. Ariana Roll on deck for the Muleriders. One pitch, off speed, misses for ball 2. One pitch, that one's fouled up out of play over to the cages. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mackenzie Baldwin. 2-2 pitch to Baldwin. Well out of the zone. Good lead there by McKenzie. And the count's in her favor. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Angelo's at first base. That's going to be fouled up, drifting out of play, and it will get out of play along the right side. Count holds at 3-2. I guess more softballs for the umpire, considering the at-bats that Angelo and Baldwin have put together. 9-pitch walk to Angelo. Baldwin looking at her 7th pitch here from Spence. 3-2 count. That one's going to be hit over the right fielder's head onto the warning track. Angelo is going to head home. She's going to be in standing up, and Mackenzie Baldwin with a 2-out RBI double, and Southern Arkansas strikes first here in this Great American Conference opener.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Ariana Roll.
Baldwin took the pitch where it was and sent it over the head of the right fielder, Zoe Acosta. And Southern Arkansas takes the 1-0 lead here. As Ariana Roll digs in from the left side. She's going to lay one down and going to be out at first base. A little too hard on the contact there, but Southern Arkansas strikes first. Good piece of timely hitting from Mackenzie Baldwin. The Muleriders lead at 1-0. This is Southern Arkansas softball.
In the bottom of the 2nd, there was 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Leading off the 3rd for ECU, the center fielder, number 15, Josie Goodman.
We've played 2 here at Dawson Field inside the Dr. Margaret Downing softball complex, and Southern Arkansas on the back of a 2-out RBI double off the bat of Mackenzie Baldwin has a 1-0 lead. They've staked Sydney Ward, SAU starter, in the circle too. She works against Josie Goodman here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count to the leadoff batter. Goodman, she's in the 9 hole. 9-1-2. Goodman, LeClaire, and Lesko up for the Tigers in the 3rd inning. Pitch from Ward. This is for ball 2. 2-1 offering, and again a soft liner over to first base. Huey's got it easily for out number 1. Several putouts already.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Elise LeClaire.
Huey over at first base. As LeClaire digs in. She's 0 for 1, was the first strikeout victim of Ward back in the top of the 1st inning. Looks at that pitch for ball 1. As I was saying earlier, 54th meeting all time between these 2 clubs. First met back in 1999, first year of softball for the Muleriders. Southern Arkansas leads the all-time series 39-14. 13-2 at home here in Magnolia as that pitch is hit out into right field. It'll get down for a base hit, so a one-out base runner for the Tigers. That's Elise LeClaire, and that'll push Megan Lesko to the plate.
Now batting and playing third base, number 8, Megan Lesko.
Lesko grounded out to Moctezuma over at second base in her first at bat. She shows bunt, lays it down, but it's going to be foul as it bounces off the plate. So LeClaire will make her way back to first. Corners crashed for the Muleriders. It was King at third, Huey at first base. Coach Destiny Anderson giving out some signals down in the shaded part of the third base coach's box. No balls, one strike, one away, and straight contact there from Lesko. That's fouled off into the netting. She's down to the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Final in 8 of game 1 of that Great American Conference Series. Southern Arkansas bats come alive late. They win 19-2. 19-hit performance. Coach Pettigrew's Muleriders. 4-hit day for Trey Shute. Not quite the scoring fest that one was that we have here. Ward looks down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch misses up. Count's going to even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's go at the plate. Elise LeClaire single in the right field. Second hit of the day for the Tigers. She's at first base. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ward delivers. That's going to be chopped and foul as King plays it in the coach's box over on the third base side. Ward got Let's Go to chase it that one. It's just enough on it to foul it up out of play. And again, rise ball. Lesko's able to get a piece of it, fouls it back over the top of the press box and out of play. So count's going to hold 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming from Sydney Ward to Megan Lesko. Playing that hot corner. One of 3 seniors in the Tigers lineup here in the first GAC game of the season for both clubs. As league play has opened up. And that's going to be through the right side. Good piece of 2-strike hitting there from Lesko. Put it where it was. And now the Tigers have runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Now batting and playing first base, number 22, Kaden Muncie.
Kaden Muncie digs in. She's 0 for 1 this afternoon. She's got 2 base runners to work with just 1 out in the inning. Southern Arkansas leading 1-0. Scratch that first tally in the last half inning. And pitch to Muncie misses for ball 1. Our football team out strong here on this Friday afternoon. As the pitch to Muncie catches the corner and evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 pitch, good spot. And gets the call there on the corner. Ward ahead in the count 1-2. This would be a big punch out. Really an out anyway would be huge, but you can keep the runners at first and second. Perhaps get the lead runner. Keep that 1-0 advantage on the board. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got Muncie to chase. She comes away empty. Down on strikes for out number 2.
Now batting designated player number 44, J.C. Power.
Power steps in from the right side. Designated player. Hitless in her first at bat. She's got a pair of runners on here in the third. Again, Ward working that outside corner very efficiently. Gets Power to swing through that. Howard digs back in. Again, Lesko at first. LeClaire at second. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. And swing and a miss down on strikes. A big strikeout from Sydney Ward. And the Tigers are going to come away empty in the third.
In the top of the third, there were no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Leading off the bottom of the third, the designated player number 65, Reagan Dillon.
Reagan Dillon in to lead things off for Southern Arkansas here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Reagan in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, one's going to be fouled off into the netting. Reagan off to a really solid start for her sophomore campaign. Entering today's game, she's hitting .419, team leading 18 hits, team leading 6 doubles, and a team leading 6 bombs to go along with, you guessed it, a team leading 13 RBI. Along with Gracie King, both have scored 10 runs to lead Southern Arkansas. The 0-2 pitch to Dillon, way out in the other batter's box. Lets that one go by. One ball, 2 strike count to Dillon. She hits that one out into right field in foul territory, giving good chase. Out there was Acosta. But Dillon will stay alive in the count at 1-2. Dillon in that leadoff spot, so it's her, Moctezuma, and Dillon up for the Muleriders. 5 seniors in the lineup here in this Great American Conference opener. 13 games away, the 14th one finds its way to Magnolia. Dillon, high hack at that one. That's going to be in foul territory and playable. And camping in the shade is Lesko as Dillon fouls out to the third baseman for out number 1.
Now batting and playing second base, number 14, Cameron Moctezuma.
Cameron Moctezuma digs in. Moctezuma with one of the 2 Southern Arkansas base hits in this one. Mackenzie Baldwin with the other one, and that resulted in a run. In fact, the only run we've seen so far this afternoon. Spence delivers, and that one's going to be hit opposite field. Soft liner over it short. And a good play made by LeClaire.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Haley Nealon.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody on for the catcher. Spence's first pitch to Nealon misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, that misses in the dirt. Nealon's in, head in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, that finds the outer corner. Tell by Nealon's reaction, she knew that was going to be called. She's framed up a couple on that corner for Ward. Who's just about lived there so far through this one. 2-1 pitch from Spence, swing and a miss. Good cut there from Nealon. Count's going to even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Southern Arkansas. Slim 1-0 advantage. And the Reisman pitch, that misses up and out. Big smile on Taylor Spence's face. Almost seemed like that might have been experimental. There on the 2-2 pitch. Count runs full at 3-2. Nealon digs in, and that's in the dirt. She'll take first base.
Now batting, playing third base, number 5, Gracie King.
Gracie King digs in for the Muleriders. 2 outs here in the 3rd. Nealon's at first base. Battled back in the count to draw a walk, and that one's hit sharply foul. Decent effort given over there by head coach Jason Anderson. I have to let him know I'll need more out of him moving forward, but it is the home opener, so I don't expect too much too early. 0-1 count to King at the plate. Spence delivers. That one's bounces in the turf. Off of Watson. Even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And wild pitch is going to move Nealon to second base. So 1 ball, 1 strike. fouled up and out of play. So King at the plate, 1-2 count. Runner in scoring position, opportunity to add to that 1-0 lead. One-two pitch, that's going to be poked out into right field. Coach Anderson's going to give Nillen the green light, and she's in safely, not even a throw to the plate. Good burst there by Nillen and a good piece of 2-out hitting from King, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Muleriders.
Now batting and playing first base, number 18, Jenna Huey.
And now Jenna Huey steps in. First pitch to Huey. Good movement there on that pitch from Spence. Huey lets it go for strike one. King's at first base. The pitch is fouled up and out of play, so Huey down on the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch just misses. Good location right to left. Might have been down around the shins of Huey, just out, just below the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be swung on, fouled up, and out of play. King will make her way back to first. He steps back in. Spence takes a gaze over to her dugout. Takes a look at the left wrist. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. That's up and out. King's going to try to take second, and I think she just got. Oh, they toss her out at second base. Thought she might have just got in under the tag. And so Huey will be back up in the 4th for Southern Arkansas, but the Muleriders strike for a run. And they lead it 2-0.
In the bottom of the 3rd, there was 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. Leading off the 4th for the Tigers, the catcher number 14, Jamie Watson.
Play into the top of the 4th inning here at Dawson Field. Beautiful day for softball, beautiful afternoon to kick off Great American Conference action league-wide. Tigers are in Magnolia to take on the Muleriders. Down 2-0 here as Sydney Ward works the 4th. That's going to be a soft pop-up. out to Huey at first base. Going to be in fair territory. So the P3 for out number 1 in the 4th for those of you scoring at home.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Zoe Acosta.
Ward delivers to Costa in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And that was going to be hit soft up the middle. Backhand by Ward and a powerful throw over to Huey. And so the 1-3 to retire Acosta here. And it's been a quick
now
4th
batting
inning
and playing
so far
second base, number 9, Gabby Quintanilla.
for the Tigers as Gabby Quintanilla steps in. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Southern Arkansas felt right at home with 2 outs in their trips to the plate. Both runs that have crossed have come on nice, timely 2-out hitting. The first one, an RBI double into right field by Mackenzie Baldwin in the second. And then a 2-out RBI single played at Haley Nillen in the third. That was off the bat of Gracie King. Ward delivers, and that was going to be fouled out of play. Ward looks at her wrist. 2 outs here in the 4th, delivers. Outer corner, good pitch there. Ward's battled back, 2 balls, 2 strikes for 2 away, nobody on here in the 4th. Put away pitch here, will make it a quick frame. That one's going to be hit sharply, just foul. He nearly was able to get a glove on it. Huey's been busy over at first base. She's already got 5 putouts, 9 putouts for the game. Huey's got 5 of them. The other 4 come from Nillen. As quick math tells you, that's how many Ks Sydney Ward has. 2-2 pitch, and that misses up. The count's going to run full to Quintanilla. Again, the final in Ada, the baseball series, Southern Arkansas 19, East Central 2. They'll decide the series tomorrow in a doubleheader, scheduled for high noon. Outer corner called, strike 3, and it's a quick 4th for Ward and company. Zeros across the board as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Huey, Lear, Angelo do up for the Muleriders.
There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, the first baseman, number 18, Jenna Huey.
Huey, Lear, and Angelo. 5, 6, 7, and Southern Arkansas order. That one's poked out and thought it was going to get down. A great play. Good job ranging out into shallow right center field as Quintanilla for out number 1 to retire Huey and bring Lear to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Cassidy Lear.
And the shortstop digs in. 0 for 1 this afternoon. One away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch to Lear in there for a called strike. When you look at the pitching line of the Tigers, Taylor Spence, take away the 2-out base knocks, and it's just 1 hit and 2 walks. And we're playing in a scoreless game if it wasn't for those pair of 2-out base knocks. That's why they call it timely hitting. Couldn't have come at a better time for the Muleriders. That's the difference so far in this one, as Lear looks that pitch into the turf for ball 2. To 1 pitch. It's fouled off at the plate. Like that might have caught a piece of Watson's mitt, but neither the 2 players nor the umpire reacted as if it was such. So count's going to go even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away. That was the pop out from Huey. It's caught by Quintanilla in shallow center field. And that one's fouled off straight back to the press box. Not too many people still around that remember the old glorified deer stand we had as a press box back in the day. I say press box, more like a press hut. But some good memories made in that one. A lot of games won by Coach Anderson and his squads, Staten and PA, out of that press hut as well. Lear stays alive at the plate. Fouls that one off into the netting. As their dugout reminds her to hit it that way, which is away from them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Spence shakes off a pitch, shakes off another pitch. First time we've seen that from Taylor. She knows exactly what she wants to throw. Throws that one in. That one's fouled off at the plate and into the mask of the home plate umpire. Mr. Marvin appears to be okay. He's going to walk it off a minute as the catcher, Jamie Watson, will head out to the circle. And that'll cue some house music here from Dawson Field. Just because you wear the equipment doesn't make it any easier when it inevitably, words are sometimes hard, and inevitably hits off the old mask. So he's okay. Spence is back in the circle. Lear's going to step back into the box. And we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Cassidy Lear at the plate for Southern Arkansas. Be surprised if Spence goes back inside here. She doesn't. She goes out, and a good leave there by Lear. Sometimes that's a tough pitch to lay off of. She's rewarded with ball number 3. So the count goes full, 3-2. 1 out here in the 4th. Bella Angelo, junior transfer on deck for SAU. The full count pitch to Lear. That's going to be popped up, and that's going to get foul. As the 10th pitch of the at-bat is on the way here to Cassidy Lear. Again, not as much a factor now as it was during pregame BP. 3-2 pitch, and they're going to call her down on strikes. It was a check swing. Going to say she went, and she's down, but not a bad at-bat there from Lear. Saw 11 pitches.
Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Bella Angelo.
Now Bella Angelo steps in. First pitch to Angelo in there for a called strike. She drew a 2-out walk back in the second inning, and that paid dividends for the Muleriders as Baldwin delivered, who's on deck. She delivered a key piece of 2-out hitting, a double into right field. Pitch misses up, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. As soon as I say that about the win, I look out there and Old Glory's as straight as she can be. 1-1 pitch. That's out and low for ball 2. That pitch misses low and in. So now Angelo ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike, and we've called time, and the home plate umpire is going to talk to an administrator on duty, and I believe she's going to have to inform the football team that they can't chant with the same pitch calls. And that's going to be ball 4. So Angelo draws a 2-out walk again, and it sets the table for Baldwin, who delivered back in the second inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Mackenzie Baldwin.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Southern Arkansas, potential to add that 2-0 lead. Pitch to Spence, she delivers. That misses inside for ball 1. Spence delivers, works the other side. This time gets the strike call. Count evens 1-1 against Mackenzie Baldwin. The 1-1 pitch, that's going to be fouled over to the right side. It'll stay inside the complex, hit off the net. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Base runner on, that's Angelo. Same scenario starting to develop. She drew a 2-out walk back in the second. Baldwin was able to deliver a 2-out double. She's down to the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Spence, and that's going to be hit sharply and fouled down the left side. Count will hold at 1-2. Waste pitch just a little too far out. Couldn't get Baldwin to chase, and the count will even at 2-2. 2 away here in the 4th. Pitch from Spence. Baldwin takes a hack at it. It's going to be popped up, and the shortstop's there. Good job playing it in the wind, tough wind. Southern Arkansas turned away in the 4th. They'll carry a 2-0 lead into the top of the 5th inning. Sure.
And the bottom of the fourth, there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Leading off the fifth for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 12, McKinley Feasel.
Feasel, Goodman, and LeClaire, 8-9-1 up for East Central in the top of the fifth inning. Tigers facing a 2-run deficit here. As Sidney Ward back out to the circle. Deal for the Muleriders. It's going to chopped over to, you guessed it, Huey at first base. 6th put out of the afternoon for Jenna. Good leather works over there by 18.
Now batting the center fielder, number 15, Josie Goodman.
So the 9-hole hitter, Josie Goodman, steps in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ward. Here in the fifth, she delivers. And that pitch finds the corner as Goodman, like she might have tried to, thought about potentially maybe even pushing a bunt down the first baseline, based on how she looked coming out of the box. And again, just about the same exact spot. Really probably wouldn't have had to move her glove from the previous pitch. Now Ward's in a good spot here. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch out, couldn't get Goodman to chase. Count moves 1 and 2. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Goodman down on strikes. And there's 2 away here in the
shortstop,
fifth.
number 1, Elise LeClaire.
6th punch out of the afternoon for Sidney Ward. Now the leadoff batter up. That's Elise LeClaire. That pitch misses just out for ball 1. Again, Sidney Ward been living nicely there in that outer part of the plate, even some of that outer black. Works back there and gets the call. Makes you think that first pitch might have been just a little bit low. It's just about the same spot as far as right to left. Might have been just low at the knees of LeClaire. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away here in the fifth. Ward worked a relatively quick 4th. That pitch misses low. Potential in the mix to work a quick 5th here. She can find a way to retire LeClaire. Two 1 pitch. That's right down central for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You add it all up, that's the number of dogs on the berm. As LeClaire steps out of the box, forces Ward out of the circle momentarily. And the 2-2 pitch, that's chopped foul over off the netting. And good job there by the first base umpire, sticking a foot out, keep that one from going into the outfield. Awareness out there from the first base, huh? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is LeClaire, the 7th strikeout of the afternoon for Ward. It preserves a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Southern Arkansas leads East Central 2-0. This is Muleriders softball.
In the top of the 5th, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Leading off the post stance 5th for Southern Arkansas, the center fielder, number 3, Ariana. Roll!
9-1-2 due up for Southern Arkansas in the post dance 5th here inside the Dr. Margaret Downing softball complex, Dawson Field. Muleriders with a 2-0 advantage over East Central. In the first of 33 scheduled Great American Conference contests here in 2024. Tomorrow these two teams will get together again. They'll decide the series with a doubleheader set for a noon start time. Count even to Ariana Roll. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Spence. Off speed, finds the corner for strike 2. Don't let anybody into press boxes these days. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good leave there by Roll. Could not get Spence to chase. Excuse me, Spence could not get Roll to chase. And the count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter here in the 5th. That one's going to be punched down the left field line. That's going to be 2 for Ariana Roll. She's in standing up, and it's a leadoff double for Southern Arkansas here in the 5th.
Up to the plate, the designated player, number 65, Reagan Dillon.
Reagan Dillon digs in. Nobody out. Top of the order up for Southern Arkansas. Roll at second base. That's her first 2-bagger of the season. And that one's hit sharply into center field with Roll speed. That should score. And a good hold there by Coach Anderson. He was trying to get Buddha to take second. And that'll bring Cameron Moctezuma to the plate. They're at the corners, nobody gone.
Now
Big
batting at
opportunity
second base,
for the
number
Muleriders.
14, Cameron Moctezuma.
And I believe we're going to have a pinch runner at first base. That's going to be Ava Dunn at first base. She's going to pinch run for Reagan Dillon. Dillon will re-enter.
Attention fans, pinch running on first base, number 30, Ava Dunn.
I did not at one moment doubt the speed of Ariana Roll, center fielder for Southern Arkansas, and I need to apologize to Josie Goodman, the center fielder for East Central, because what an absolute arm on her out there in the 8th spot of the defense for the Tigers. As the first pitch to Moctezuma misses for ball 1. Big opportunity here for the Muleriders. Already a 2-hit inning with nobody out. Spence had allowed just 3 hits, 2 of them with 2 outs that both scored runs. As Moctezuma fouls that one off, count evens 1-1. Again, before this 2-hit inning, she allowed just 3 hits, 2 with 2 outs, and that accounted for both runs. Taylor Spence was in the midst of a really impressive performance, and if she can get out of this, keep her team in it, be even more impressive. Moctezuma's going to hit that one out to left center field. Goodman's there, and Roll is going to tag up, and she's in safely, but still a good arm out there by Goodman. Just enough speed there from Roll. She's in safely for a key 3rd run.
Now batting the catcher, number 23, Haley Nealon.
And now Haley Nealon's up. She's got a base runner to work with. That's the pinch runner at first, Ava Dunn. And that pitch is in the turf for ball 1. Dillon's going to hit that one. That one's going to get through the left side. Just absolutely bled it through the 6-hole there. And that's going to put him at first and second for Gracie King.
Now batting at third base, number 5, Gracie King.
Gracie King, nice piece of 2-out hitting back in the 3rd inning. She was responsible for pushing across that 2nd run for Southern Arkansas. The Muleriders have since added one, and they've got 2 runners on for her here with just 1 out in the 5th. King swings through that pitch. King's up, Huey's on deck. Dunn at second, Nealon at first for Southern Arkansas. Wind starting to pick up. And that pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch off speed. And that one's going to be hit over to shortstop, and they're going to get Nealon at second. So King will reach on the fielder's choice. Nealon's out on the 6-4, and that'll push Dunn to third. So they're at the corners with 2 outs for Huey.
Now batting and playing first base, number 18, Jenna Huey.
Huey in the box here with 2 outs. She's got 6 putouts defensively. She's got an opportunity to add an RBI to that stat ledger. 3-0 ball game here in the 5th. Spence looks at the left wrist, and she delivers. Off speed, right back to her, 1 hopper in the circle, and she's going to get out of it. Minimum damage as Southern Arkansas had 2 on with nobody out. She allows just a single run, but the Muleriders do strike for 1 in the 5th, and they lead at 3-0 through 5.
In the bottom of the 5th, there was 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Leading off the sixth for the Tigers, playing third base, number 8, Megan Lesko.
A Cameron Moctezuma sacrifice fly counted for the third run for Southern Arkansas in the home half of the fifth. And Sydney Ward back out in the circle as we play into the top of the sixth inning here in game one of this three-game Great American Conference Series. The two teams will convene here at Dawson Field tomorrow for a doubleheader scheduled for high noon. Not 1 minute sooner, not 1 minute later. No pressure, Johnson. That pitch misses out. So Ward behind in the count to Megan Lesko. Leadoff batter for the Tigers here in the sixth. 2-3-4, heart of the order. On its way for the Tigers. Ward shakes off in the dugout. Then Nillen gives her the outside pitch. Good fastball there. 2-ball, 2-strike count to the leadoff batter, Megan Lesko. We saw Spence for the Tigers back in the previous inning, actually 2 innings prior, shake off a couple of pitches and was able to get the one she wanted. That's just under Sydney's glove, but Moctezuma's there. And she turns it quickly at second base for out number 1.
Now batting and playing first base, number 22, Kaden Muncie.
Kaden Muncie digs in for the Tigers. Muncie's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Not a bad location there from Sydney. She's behind in the count. 2 balls, no strikes to Kaden Muncie. And a foul tip at the plate got Muncie to chase down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike on the way here in the top of the 6th inning. Ward delivers. Ward hasn't pitched to too many 3-ball counts this afternoon. She'll pitch to 1 here. And she's going to run it back full. Strike looking on the outer edge. Three and 2, Ward to Muncie. On the way here in the top of the 6th. The pitch just missed. Must have come across high because where it ended up looked really good. Muncie's going to draw a walk.
Now batting designated player number 44, J.C. Power.
And now J.C. Power comes to the plate. I believe we're going to have maybe a pinch runner here for Muncie at first base. That's going to be number 7, J.C. Stott. She'll take over at first base. And J.C. Power at the plate.
Attention fans, pinch running on first base, number 7, J.C. Stott.
First pitch to Power. Misses for ball one. And for just joining us, a big win for the Muleriders in Ada. 19-2 winners. Bang out 19 hits. Somewhat of a sluggish start for them, but they come alive. There to invoke the run rule and move to 4-0 in Great American Conference play. Those two teams will also play a doubleheader tomorrow. High noon in Ada. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ward delivers. That one's going to be hit foul over toward the right side off the Muleriders dugout. I believe that's brand new Murrider football defensive coordinator Deontay Dean chasing down that foul ball. Tell you what, Coach Dean looks like he can still go out and play some corner now. Glad to have him in Magnolia. Excited to see what he does with that Murrider defensive unit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He counts to the batter at the plate. That's J.C. Power. J.C. Stotts at first, and that one's fouled off into the netting. Count will hold at 1-2. That one's going to be a soft liner over to Moctezuma. She's going to turn it 4-6 and going to be safe at first. Nearly turned the double play as Power is going to reach on the fielder's choice. Stotts out on the 4-6, and there's 2 gone for Watson.
Now batting the catcher, number 14, Jamie Watson.
Now time called at the plate. And probably going to be another pinch runner situation for Power. So coming in for Power is number 25, I do believe. Cheyenne Adair, the pinch runner for the
Attention
Tigers
fans,
at
pinch
first
running
base.
on first base, number 25, Cheyenne Adair.
Jamie Watson, the catcher for the Tigers, she steps in. Ward trying to work that outside corner again, misses for ball 1. Watson's 0 for 2. She's one of the 7 strikeouts of Ward this afternoon. Cindy glances at her wrist. She delivers. Right down central for strike 1. Adair's at first base. She's pinch running for Power, who reached on the fielder's choice. Even count delivery from Ward, and that one's fouled off into the netting. So he'll take the advantage in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two pitch, could not get Watson to chase. Count will even at 2-2. A relentless effort out of the East Central dugout right now. But those young ladies for making a little noise. And swing and a miss, down on strikes, the 8th strikeout of the game for Sydney Ward. Southern Arkansas heads to the bottom half of the 3-0 lead.
In the top of the sixth, there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. Leading off in the sixth for Southern Arkansas, number 7, Cassidy Lear.
Cassidy Lear, the leadoff batter for Southern Arkansas as we play down into the bottom of the sixth inning. 6, 7, and 8 up for the Muleriders. Lear, Angelo, and Baldwin. 3-0 lead for the Muleriders. And again, first time I'll say it this year, won't be the last. Head on a swivel when you're on the farm road and the Muleriders are at Dawson Field. Could save you a headache, literally. Spence delivers off speed. Just dropped below the knees of Lear. And Spence delivers. That one's fouled off into the netting. Two balls, two strikes. And a swing and a miss got Lear to chase at the rise pitch. She's down on strikes, and that'll bring Bella Angelo to the plate, the right fielder for Southern Arkansas.
Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Bella Angelo.
Angelo without an official at-bat so far in this one. She's drawn 2 walks and is responsible for one of the 3 runs scored by the Muleriders. Doesn't matter the type of production as long as it is production. That's what you got so far out of the 7th spot. 2 walks, 1 coming home to score. That one's going to be fouled up into foul territory, and an over-the-shoulder basket catch could not be completed by Lesko. Had to cover a decent amount of ground. I think she might have covered, looks like she might have covered just as much ground as the left fielder did. Still had the best play on the ball. Angelo down on the count, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 6th. Spence tried to work the corner. Misses for ball 1. 1-2 pitch. That's high, going to be hacked out to right center field, and coming in to make the grab. It's going to be Adair. She pinch ran back in the top of the sixth. She stayed out to right field.
Now batting in the left field, number 26, Mackenzie Baldwin.
And now Mackenzie Baldwin digs in with 2 gone here in the 6th inning. She's got a base knock and an RBI in this one. First pitch to her is a ball. It's actually what got scoring started back in the 2nd. King delivered a 2-out single that scored a run in the 3rd. And then Moctezuma flew out in the 5th to chase home a run. And Baldwin puts a charge into that one. That one's going to get down, but about a 1.5 foot foul. And so McKenzie seeing it well so far in this one. Just missed what would have been her 2nd double of the afternoon. She's back in the box with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 2 gone here in the home half of the 6th. Cattle moving here. Just east of the Dr. Margaret Downing softball complex. Eating time on the farm. And that pitch finds the outer corner for strike 2. Spence looks into the dugout. Entire pitching circle now shaded. And that one's going to be hit sharply into left field. Something about 2 outs. Kinsey Baldwin's on again, her 2nd hit of the game. That'll bring the 9-hole hitter, the center fielder, Ariana Roll, to the plate.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Ariana Roll.
First pitch to Roll. That was more of a defensive swing. She was coming up through the box, and pitch started to run in on her. At least it would have been a defensive swing had that been me. Fouls that one off. So back in the box, no balls, 1 strike. That pitch finds the corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The count to Ariana Roll. And that's going to be lined out to center field. Goodman's there. Good charge on that one from Roll. The Muleriders come away empty, but Sydney Ward heads out for the 7th with a 3-0 advantage. This is Muleriders softball.
In the bottom of the 6th, there were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Leading off the 7th for the Tigers, designated player, number 5, Zoe Acosta.
Six, 7 8 up for East Central here in the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Tigers as Sydney Ward is out in the circle to hopefully put the finishing touches on a solid afternoon here in Game 1 of this Great American Conference Series. Zoe Acosta since moved to the designated player position. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Ward just spun her 100th pitch. Check swing at the plate. Nillen's going to ask for, and going to say she went through down at first base. It's a 1-2 pitch. That's going to be hit sharply over to Magda Zuma. Leather on turf, clean fielding. Toss it over to Huey for out number 1.
Now batting, playing second base, number 9, Gabby Quintanilla.
Quintanilla steps up for the Tigers. 1 out here in the 7th. Ward trying to put the finishing touches on a complete game effort. Looks like the Tigers may have a pinch hitter on deck. Emily Bingham, sophomore. No pitch. That's going to be check swing at the plate and foul. Count evens 1-1. One pitch from Ward to Quintanilla, misses for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch, that's fouled off. The count's going to even back in Ward's favor, 2-2. Two count. 1 out, top 7. Pitch misses low. Quintanilla does not offer at it, and the count's going to run full, 3-2. And that one's going to be fouled off into the netting. And again, the full count pitch, outside corner, going to leave it out there for ball 4. And so Quintanilla walks with 1 out. And that's what East Central needs here is a base runner. And they've got one in their second baseman. And now in the spot that would have been McKinley Fiesel, East Central is going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be number 24, Emily Bingham. .34 for 15. And we get the signal from home plate umpire.
Now pinch hitting for the Tigers, number 24, Emily Bingham.
So Emily Bingham will step in, and then we'll have another pinch hitter. If this is not a double play, that'll be Ricky Hadley. Outside corner to Bingham for strike one. No balls, 2 strikes to count to the pinch hitter, Bingham. She's got a base runner to work with. That's Quintanilla. Drew the 3rd walk of the game. Down on strikes is Bingham. She swings through that one, and that's the 9th punch out of the afternoon. And now a pinch hitter again for the Tigers.
Now pinch hitting for the Tigers, number 34, Ricky Hadley.
So Hadley takes over in the spot that had the center fielder Josie Goodman. And so 2 outs and a swing and a miss. Sydney's 2 strikes away. Sydney delivers. That pitch blowing away. Count lose 1 ball, 1 strike. On 1 pitch, got her to chase on the outer edge for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 7th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ward sits down Hadley, and she shuts out the Tigers. A 3-0 win for Sydney Ward and the Muleriders in the Great American Conference opener.
Southern Arkansas takes game 1 by a score of 3-0. The 2 teams will meet tomorrow for a doubleheader here at high noon.
So East Central falls to 7-7 on the season, 0-1 in Great American Conference play. The Muleriders win their 10th game of the season to move to 10-4 and to move to 1-0 in GAC play. Sydney Ward moves to 4-1 on the year as she goes the distance for the 3rd time this season. Taylor Spence take away a couple of 2-out pitches, and really just a couple of 2-out pitches, and this might be a different ball game. Not a bad outing at all for her. Definitely had Southern Arkansas off balance at times. She'll fall to 4-3 on the season. And again, it was a Mackenzie Baldwin 2-out double in the 2nd that scored the 1st run. Gracie King added a single with 2 outs in the 3rd to score the 2nd. And Cameron Moctezuma added an insurance run with a sac fly in the 5th, and that's the difference in this one. Southern Arkansas takes game 1, 3-0. These 2 return tomorrow. Dawson Field inside the Dr. Margaret Downing softball complex for a doubleheader. They'll decide the series at high noon. We thank you for joining us this afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow here on MuleRiderathletics.com.